Hello, and welcome to this video on car loans. We've been discussing a lot of different things associated with the cost for having and maintaining a car, and one of the most realistic is, well, you're probably going to have a car loan at some point. Unless you pay cash for your car, you're probably going to have a car loan. This is true whether it's new or used. So cars are expensive. A lot of people just don't have enough cash on hand to just buy a car outright. They don't have that kind of money floating around, and sometimes you don't want that kind of money floating around because that could be a lot of money. So what they need to do is they need to do what's called financing it. To finance a car just means to take out a car loan. You can finance the whole cost of the car, or you can put a down payment down and then finance whatever is left over. That's what a lot of people do. They'll put down a down payment. Now they only have to take out a loan for what's left over. There's a couple of questions that you probably want to know if you want to take out a car loan. How much interest are you going to be paying, since you're going to be paying each month? And how much does this increase your cost for the car? Now, there is a formula for the monthly payment for a car loan. It's this. It's really complicated. I'm going to show you this formula once and show you how it works. And then what we're going to do is we're going to see how we can use a computer to calculate this for us. The equation goes like this. M stands for your monthly payment. So the whole point of all this is to figure out what your monthly payment is going to be. P is the principal borrowed, basically how much the loan is. You're not going to include the down payment. R is the interest rate as a decimal. N is how often you pay, how many times per year you're going to pay a car payment, in this case 12 times a year, once per month. And T is the length of the loan in years. How much time is the loan for? Is it for 1 year? Is it for 2 years? Is it for 5 years? What's the length of the loan? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do these calculations by hand once, then we're going to see on the computer how to do this. Here's your example. You are borrowing $28,716 to buy a new car. You will make your payment monthly for 4 years at 5.12% interest. So I could fill in this stuff now for this particular situation. The principal borrowed, you're borrowing this much, so that's $28,716. The interest rate as a decimal would be, move this over twice, 0.0512. N is how often you pay. You're making a monthly payment for 4 years. So here's how everything would get plugged in. M equals the amount that you're going to pay, $28,716, times the rate, 0.0512, over N, 12, times 1 plus 0.0512, over 12, and that last term raised to the 12 times 4. Then on the bottom we have, let's see here, 1 plus 0.0512 over 12 raised to the 12 times 4 minus 1. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these all in different chunks. Okay? Don't try and type the whole thing into a calculator ever when you get questions like this. Do them in pieces. So I'm going to do this part first. 28,716 times this fraction. I end up with 122.5216. I've still got to multiply it by this. So here's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to divide that fraction plus 1 and then raise it to 12 times 4 I just know is 48, so raise it to the 48th. Alright. Oh, got my wrong. Oh no, this is the right one. Wait, where did... There it is. I'm sorry. Just looking at my guide here. So times 1.226745015. And I recommend, if you're going to do this, don't round until the very end. Keep all the numbers. All right, Notice that this term is exactly the same as this term, so the bottom is just what I just got there minus 1. So divide this by 0.226745015. And now, finally, multiply the top all together and divide by the bottom. Oh. And you end up with a monthly payment of $662.87. A lot of work to go through for that monthly payment. Again, I'll show you how to do this right on the computer. So the monthly payment, $662.87. How many payments will you end up making? Well, this is pretty easy to figure out. You're paying monthly for 4 years. That's 12 times 4, which is 48. Notice that that number pops up right here and right here. So if you're paying this much per month for 48 months, how much are you paying for the car in total? Well, I'm going to do $662.87 times 48. I'm going to end up paying $31,817.76. Now, the car originally cost $28,716. So how much interest did I pay? How much extra did I pay for the fact that I couldn't pay for it outright at the beginning? Well, to get this, all I'm going to do, sorry about that, to get the interest, all I'm going to do is take $31,817.76 and subtract $28,716 from that. That's the initial amount I paid. That's the amount of my loan. I ended up paying the $31,000. The difference should be the amount extra that I paid because I had a loan. So you're going to be paying a little bit extra, but it allows you to pay over time. That's the trade-off with a loan. You don't have to pay for the full thing up front. You don't have to take a huge you don't take a huge dent in your finances, in your savings, but you are going to end up paying more over time. All right, that is how to do this by hand. Now I want to show you, because I don't need you or want you doing this every single time. Let me show you a tool that I just came up with. This is a car loan calculator. I just did this on a quick Excel spreadsheet. You'll notice that there are spots for the principal, the amount that you borrow, the interest rate, because that's how the car loan makes money. They charge you an interest rate for every month that you don't pay it off. So every month that it's not fully paid off, you're going to end up paying a little bit more money. N is the number of payments per year, and T is the time of the loan in years. All the variables that go into that equation. I have right here, and you can see the formula typed out up here in Excel's formatting language. I have formatted this so that it will tell you the monthly payment as long as you put in the right numbers. So for principal, we're going to put in from this problem $28,716. The rate, oh, and by the way, for what says monthly payment right now, like hashtag div by 0, divide by 0, number sign, that just means that you haven't filled everything out yet. The rate is 0.0512. N, the number of payments per year, is 12. And the number of the time of the loan in years is 4. And look at that, we get the exact same thing, $662.87. So this works. I'm going to post this on Google Classroom, the car loan calculator, and we're going to use it. You can use it on any homework that involves the car loans. Okay, I won't ask you this on a quiz, I won't ask you this on a test, but I'm going to put it on anything that you might need for a homework in which you're asked to calculate how big a monthly payment is. All right, that's all I've got for car loans. Because of the Excel calculator, or Google Sheets calculator, it's pretty straightforward. You're just using this calculator, plugging in the correct principal, rate, number of payments per year, and time, and you should be able to get an answer for the monthly payment and then answer any questions after that. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you. We're pretty much done with Unit 8 at this point, so we'll wrap up and move on to the next unit. Bye.